What is up, you guys? Today I'm going to show you how to build a budget PC for around $400. We're going to be working with a Pentium 4560. We're going to have a 1 terabyte hard drive, 7200 RPM, one 4 gig stick of DDR4. We went with an EVGA 450 watt power supply, a GT 710, a Gigabyte 250M for our motherboard, and we're going to be building it all inside of this Rosewheel micro ATX case. Let's get this build started. Alright guys, I'm working with a limited room here, so we're going to start with our motherboard. We're just going to put it on the wood. Take out our processor. These lower end processors are really nice because they come with a heatsink and they come with thermal paste already applied. So we'll set that to the side. There's our CPU. This is just a dual core CPU, but it does support hyper-threading, so it should give us some pretty nice performance. And this isn't anything, this computer isn't going to be anything crazy anyway, so it's just something to get you going. So we have our CPU there. So we're just going to undo this arm. And as you can see, there is a triangle right there on our, I don't know if you can see it, there's a triangle right there on our CPU, and then Gigabyte on their motherboards prints a triangle right here. Right there on the motherboard. So you just line the two up, just like that. You just push down the retention arm, take off the plastic piece. CPU is installed. Now we have our fan. We'll fish this connector out of here. I guess we'll put it like this so that we can reach the fan plug-in. And Intel's CPUs are pretty easy to install. All you're going to do is just push down, go diagonal. There's your CPU, lock down, plug the fan in, right there. Our CPU is installed. We'll go ahead and we'll put our RAM in. Okay, there's our RAM. As of right now, that's pretty much it for the motherboard. Now we're going to start with our case. We're going to start by taking both side panels off, the front and the back. Oh, I need a screwdriver. Alright, so you just got 2 screws for this side panel. I know how to use a screwdriver, I swear. Okay, now that we have both sides off, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to take all these cables and we're just going to reroute them through the back part of this case for cable management reasons. Get them out of the way. And we will put in our power supply. Alright, we have our power supply. When working in a small case like this, it's good to have a modular power supply. But I don't, so I'll just work with what I have. And with this EVGA power supply, there's a fan on the bottom, so we can only mount it in one way. So just stick it up in here. Alright guys, the rest of this, I'm just going to fast forward to the rest of this. I'm sure you've seen people build computers 100 times. This isn't supposed to be an in-depth instructional video. This is just for fun. So enjoy the time lapse. And just like that, guys, everything is in and plugged in and hooked up. And I still have some cable management to do on the back side, but I'm going to take this and hook it up to a monitor and make sure everything is working and everything's detected the way it should be. And then I'll load Windows on it, and then I'll manage some cables, and then I'll let you guys see the final product. Alright guys, as you can see, this is the finished product, if you cared that much. You can see I just threw all the cables kind of there. Some of them were out of the way. I'm not really that concerned about it. I will tell you that I'm going to do a performance demonstration, and for only $400, just a little about $410, this computer performs way better than I ever thought it would have. And instead of just a basic computer, this is more like a beginner's gaming PC. This GT710 has way more power. I severely underestimated the power that it has, and I'm going to show you that now playing some Fortnite. Alright guys, here we are on Fortnite. I'm going to go into the settings. As you can see, nothing crazy. We're on 1025 by 577, which is 80% of the way up, and everything else is on low. Motion blur is on. We have our FPS counter. VSync is off, and you can see right over here that we are at 60 frames per second right now. I'm going to get into a game. Alright, you can tell the FPS counter is right there. We're at 31 frames per second. We're just going to run around. You'll notice that we stay pretty much between 25 and 30, pretty stable throughout the entire game. While we're free falling, if about 25. Every game that I've played so far, I've been between the low to high 20s. I've never dipped below about 22, 21 out of the several games that I've played. You can see as we're running, pretty stable, 30 frames per second. And I died pretty fast, so that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was the build of a $400 beginner's gaming PC. I hope this video helps, and in my next video, I'm going to be showing the benchmarks of my actual gaming PC that I built in the video before this one. So come back next week and that video will be posted.